Welcome to Awaken Your Soul's Unlimited Potential. My name is Eva, and I'm so happy to have you here with me. And today I want to talk about the best teachers that we attract for our current human experience, right? And I basically want to start off by saying that I know if you're watching this, that there are high chances that you've gone through very painful betrayal in your past or even currently by someone that you truly loved in the past. It could be a family member, it could be a very close friend. You might have gone through a very huge betrayal. Either someone cheated on you, either someone stole something from you, or did something very underhanded that really hurt you in a very deep way, right? I've honestly gone through that. And I know that it's very tempting to put yourself in a situation, a victim kind of situation, victimhood kind of situation, where you're in a state of poor me. Why did this have to happen to me? Why did that person have to betray me? Why did that person have to hurt me in such a painful manner? Why? I've been there, okay? So trust me, I do understand. But today I want to share it from a different perspective. Now, if you know me, you know that I advocate for forgiveness, love, and compassion, even to those people who've hurt us. I know my journey for forgiveness has been such a long journey. I'm still working on it constantly, but it's actually become easier and easier for me to forgive because I've been practicing it for a couple of years right now. And I'll say that, of course, I do face certain situations that really threaten my belief system, that threaten my values. But in those moments, I remember to catch myself, to reflect on the moment, check on where I could have done better, forgive myself, forgive the other person, and move on from there instead of holding on to the hurt, the anger, based on whatever situation that happened. How I choose to look at it is that that person needed to do that in order to teach me a valuable lesson in that moment, and the universe used that painful experience as the best teacher for me. And this is what I want to talk about today. So I actually read a very interesting story in Convoluted Universe 2 by Dolores Cannon. Again, an amazing book. I love it so much. If you're into metaphysics, I could not recommend Dolores Cannon so much. She's an amazing writer. And basically in this book, she had regressed one of her patients, to a past life. And what she wanted to find out, or the patient wanted to find out, is that there's a particular incident that had happened to him. Actually, it wasn't regression to a past life. She was able to help him tap into his subconscious mind, his higher self. So what this man wanted to find out is the reason for a particular incident that happened earlier on, where he got attacked in an alley and got stabbed by a couple of gang members, and it really hurt him, and he had to undergo so many procedures to correct whatever the gang members had done to him. So he wanted to find out, was there a particular reason for that I had to go through that? And you know what his higher self responded? The higher self told him that those were actually your best friends, that you decided, on a spiritual perspective, you all decided to meet each other at that particular point, for them to put you through that in order for you to change the trajectory of your life. Because apparently, whatever choices that he had been making earlier on were taking him away from his soul's purpose. So that particular painful moment where he was getting stabbed, that was a point or an opportunity for him to change his entire perspective. Okay? So based on that answer, I found it to be so funny, because here's the thing, right? We look at all these people who hurt us in our lives as our biggest enemies. They betrayed us, they don't deserve a seat on our table, right? And that's well and good. I'm not here to tell you to welcome back someone who hurt you in the past. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you're okay with whatever they did to you. It just means that you're letting go of all the emotions, pent up emotions that are not really serving you anymore. You're releasing them so that you can tap into wellness, inside yourself, into your inner well-being, basically. So when you start looking at it from a perspective of, what if all these people who've hurt you are actually your bestest of friends on the spiritual side? When you start looking at life like that, your perspective kind of starts changing. Now, instead of holding on to that anger because this person betrayed you, start looking at it like, my soul and this other person's soul made an agreement that they had to betray me in order for me to tap into the lesson that I needed to tap into. And based on that perspective, isn't it easier to forgive all those people who've done wrong to you in the past? Now, I get for some people, you might consider that whatever you went through to be such a huge betrayal, which is well and good. But here's my philosophy in life, it's that nothing ever happens by chance, nothing ever happens just by coincidence. There's a reason why you had to go through that particular experience. In the case of this man who had to actually be stabbed and put in hospital, he was making so many choices that went against his whole purpose. And that is what happens with a lot of us. We come here, we forget everything that our soul came here to learn, right? And then we end up making all these negative choices that take us so far away from our soul's true purpose. And what does the soul do? Because usually we're given three choices. It's either that you're going to die, so your soul will actually engineer events where when it sees that there's nothing really that you're gaining from this life, it's going to help you tap out of it and give you another chance to reincarnate into another lifetime so that you can learn the lessons that you needed to learn, because they'll be thinking, your soul will be thinking like, we're just wasting our time here. So that will be choice one. The second choice is called now our death of certain circumstances in our life. That could be like losing a job, losing a relationship, a very important relationship in your life, a breakup. And by losing, I'm not saying like the person leaving or leaving the world. I'm talking about a breakup, or a huge betrayal, which is what I was talking about earlier. So certain painful moments happen in order to help us to course correct. Because for some of us, the universe normally doesn't hit you with the large experiences, the large painful experiences all at once. No, it starts trying to get your attention by just sending little small nudges to help like get your attention. For me, I know I got those nudges so many times in my past, and I never listened to them. I don't know if I've shared about my 2019 Dark Night of the Soul. What maybe a lot of you might not know is that I actually credit Mind Valley. If you know what Mind Valley is, it's an amazing platform where you get access to all these amazing teachers. Funny thing is that I actually had the Mind Valley app on my phone for a whole year before my Dark Night of the Soul. So the universe had actually given me an opportunity to work on myself, to work on my inner wellness, or to tap into my inner guidance. But I never took the chance because I used to think that it was a waste of time. There were so many opportunities for me to tap into meditation, but I used to think that it was such a huge waste of time, so I never did. But what did the universe do when push came to shove? It sent me the most painful experiences in different areas of my life to finally wake me up. For some of us, we actually require that kind of pain to make us to like actually wake up. And it really doesn't have to be like that. If you learn your lessons quick enough, you'll find that the kind of people that now you start attracting will not be based on who you were on the past. It will be based on who you are becoming on the now. So if at all you want to attract better humans into experiences, you want to attract better relationships into your experiences, you need to change yourself from the inside out. Don't wait from the outside world to come and change you. You need to be better from the inside out. And now, what I was saying was that when you look at all these people who've hurt you in the past and you're still holding on to their anger, I really need you to shift your perspective and realize that the universe had to send these people to you because that was the only way you could wake up. Okay, so for some of these people, they had to hurt us in the worst possible way to get to wake us up, because for most of us, we don't learn when things are going great in our lives. In fact, that's the last thing that we ever think about growing and evolving. When things are going great, it requires challenges, it requires suffering for us to sit down and think like, okay, fine, I need a way out of this. And that's when we start remembering our soul's true path. So when these people have hurt you in the past, they are actually your best teachers in that moment. So it wasn't done in an opportunity to get you down or to put you in, to help you reach rock bottom even faster. It was done as an opportunity to give you a chance to tap out of whatever path you were on and tap into the correct path that you were supposed to be following. So if I was you, I will have gratitude for all these people. Now, when I'm talking about gratitude for the people who've hurt you, I know that is such a difficult thing. But if you really look back at all the lessons that they helped you to learn, maybe you didn't know that you were so strong to actually survive on your own or stand on your own. And it took your spouse leaving you for you to tap into that. So if your spouse never left you, you will have actually never found your own power. So appreciate your partner, regardless of how painful that breakup was. You know, you might look at a best friend who happened to betray you in the worst possible way, but had that not happened, maybe you will not have been wiser to being more mindful of the people you are attracting and being more careful with the kind of people you are surrounding yourself with. People talk about the number of the people you surround yourself are the people who actually help shape your life. So if at all you were attracting someone who had that kind of character, it helped you become better because now you're mindful of about the people that you bring into your circle. So right now the kind of relationships you're attracting, they're much more deeper and have more meaning compared to whatever relationship you might have had with this person in the past. So don't look at that like it was the hugest punishment for the universe to give you. It was actually the best experience that you could have ever asked for. And like I said, our teachers, the people who've hurt us in the past, are actually our best friends on the other side. I'll share with you another story also that I read in Journey of Souls, whereby Journey of Souls talks about us making agreements with everyone that we incarnate into this current experience with. And that means an agreement with the parents, with the siblings, with the friends you've attracted in your life. You actually have a contract with these people to come into your life at particular moments, to teach you a couple of lessons or treat you a certain way, to help you realize something that will help you evolve in a certain way. So this person was talking about an agreement that he made with his parents, where his parents were actually going to raise him in a very difficult and painful childhood experience, that he was going to have to go through that. He didn't like that he had to go through that, but he realized that if he didn't go through that particular pain, he wouldn't have evolved as a soul. He needed that painful experiences for him to evolve as a soul. So he signed up for that. So do you see the beauty of that? That even with the hardest kind of circumstances, where you're looking around and wondering, why did I have to be born here? Why did I have to suffer like this? The reason why your soul chose this experience, that didn't happen by chance. You chose it because it was the best set of circumstances to help you grow and evolve as a soul to become the best version of you possible in this lifetime and even the next. So those are the lessons, or that's the insight that I want you to tap into. If you resonate with me, comment down below. I'd love to hear your perspective on this. If you're new to my channel and if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell that's next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any content I post out here. And just to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching the video thus far. I prepared a beautiful quantum flow meditation to help you tap into your inner tranquility, help you access inner states of peace, bliss, and peace within a couple of minutes. If you're curious about that and maybe you're looking to connect or have a deeper connection with your inner guidance, you can get access to my free quantum flow meditation down in the description box. And just to help you, if you're ready to really tap into the lesson that your soul came here to learn, if you may be struggling with accessing your intuition, tapping into your inner guidance, and you like a little bit of help with that, I do work with two modalities that can actually help you tap into that. The first modality is called soul realignment, which is based on working with Akashic records, which actually helps to identify you as a soul. Who did God create you as a soul to be? What kind of gifts were you given? Where are you originally from? What kind of choices has your soul made in the past that have created so many blocks and restrictions that have caused you to keep on attracting the same kind of experiences and the same kind of people into your current experience over and over again? Thus creating a life filled with so much struggle and so much suffering. So if you're ready to tap into the negative karma that your soul came here to release, if you're ready to tap into the kind of lessons that your soul came here to learn, because a lot of people, without the awareness of these lessons, they're doomed to keep on repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So if you're tired of making the same mistakes again, if you want to have awareness as to what particular mistakes you're making so that you stop making and create a better experience for yourself, and actually if you're ready to heal your soul blueprint on an energetic level so that you now start attracting experiences that support your highest well-being, you can check out my soul realignment reading by booking a discovery call down below in the description box. and ask any kind of questions you have, and I hope that I can actually be able to serve you in this beautiful way and help you heal in such a deep and impactful way, and help you release all this karma that your soul has been carrying for so many lifetimes. The second modality I do work with is called quantum flow. So quantum flow is all about biohacking your nervous system and releasing all the blocks and restrictions that are caused by your emotional wounds, emotional trauma that you've carried all the way from childbirth. A lot of us don't know that all these negative wounds that we have are actually stored in our subconscious mind, first of all. And by subconscious mind, I mean our nervous system, which means that the energy flow in our body is actually blocked from flowing. Our chakras are blocked within our body, causing us to keep on attracting the same experiences based on who we were on the past. So it doesn't matter how much you try to move on, it doesn't matter how much you try to become a better person, as long as you have these blocks within your nervous system, you'll keep on attracting the same experiences over and over again, and experiencing that same kind of pain again and again and again. And a lot of people also don't know, in order to tap into physical, emotional, and mental well-being, they need to rewire their nervous system. They need to release all this stuck energy and get the energy flowing again within their chakras, and also to be able to tap into the energy of manifestation, which they will be able to do so as long as the energy is unblocked. So if you're curious about this, would you like to know more, you can check out the discovery. You can book a discovery call with me, and also ask any questions that you have about this. And again, I do hope I'll get to serve you in this amazing way. For now, sending you so much love. Again, make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed, and I'll also hope that I will see you on the other side. Bye for now.